Hey guys, it's Rye, and I'm back with another deck profile. Today we're going to be talking about Dark Irregulars. Let's just get started. First card, starting Vanguard, is Greedy Hand. The whole theme of this deck is really to charge up the soul and just wail on your opponent. So you'll see a lot of cards share the same theme of putting cards into your soul. Then we've got 8 crit. Dark Knight of Nightmareland is really good because at the end of the game you can put him into the soul and gain 3,000. It makes for really good, strong hits. Otherwise he's still a critical trigger. And then Blitz Ritter is 5k critical, so that's always nice to have. Then we have 4 draw, and this is Mad Hatter of Nightmareland, just 5k vanilla, but with the draw effect. It's good to have a bigger hand in case you want to go in towards the end with Amon's effect. Then we have 4 heal. I do 2 and 2 just for fun. It's Cheshire Cat of Nightmareland and Cursed Doctor, both 5k vanillas, but they're just your standard heal. Then 4 Perfect Guard. It's really just staple. You should run 4. People say you should only run 3 in certain decks and whatever, but to me 4 is the number. Even if you have to use one for the other one's effect, who cares? It's still a perfect guard, and just the odds of you having it in your hand is good, especially with lots of decks going for that late game push. It's good to hold on to them. 4 Alluring Succubus. This card is amazing, especially as your first ride. It's great to open with. It's 7k, so it's good to boost with. It works really well with Decadent Succubus and is nice to boost Doreen as well, so she's a really good card. Then we have 4 Poet of Darkness Amon, and it's only 6k, but if you have 6 in your soul, he's +3, so that makes him 9. You'll pretty much always, outside of the first couple turns, have 6 in your soul, so he's pretty much awesome because he's a 9k and he could be a booster as well as like a front rear guard, so just nice to have that option. Then I'm running 3 Doreen the Thruster. She's a really sick card. She can get high numbers, so if you do soul charge a few times in a turn, she can get to like 18 pretty easy. So yeah, really good card. Again, good for boosting or for front rear guard if you're stuck with it. Grade 2s, 4 Dark Soul Conductor. This guy is amazing, and I think he's kind of underrated. It makes the opponent's life hell because they have to kind of get rid of him first before they go for the Vanguard. If he intercepts, he goes to Guardian Circle, and then you get that +2, which is really good for Amon's effect. It's an extra 2k. Also, he's nice to have in the hand even if you have him and you send him to the Guardian Circle. It's another +2k that the opponent didn't see coming. He's a really good card. Love him. I'm running 3 Decadent Succubus. She's great for riding for grade 2. When another of your Dark Regulars is placed on the rear guard, you can soul charge 1. Again, like I said, she works with the other Succubus really well because when she gets played, you soul charge for playing her, and then her effect activates, and you get another soul charge. So that's 2 right there. She works good with Doreen. When you play Doreen, you soul charge 1 because you played another Dark Regulars unit, and then Doreen gets the +3. She's got really good synergy with the deck. 2 Cyber Beast, really good, even though he's only 7k. With the amount of boosts you have in this deck, between Doreen and Poet, it's really easy to have him at good numbers. So for that extra just card in hand, which is always nice, he's a good choice. Now I'm running 1 Emblem Master. Some people really love him. I like him, but I don't love him because he's got Counterblast of 1. When his attack hits a Vanguard, if you have a Dark Irregulars Vanguard, you can pay the cost. If you do, you soul charge 3. Soul charging 3 is great, but you have to Counterblast 1, and I kind of like to save my Counterblast for Amon endgame, and I mean, sometimes soul charging 3 isn't great, especially if you're still looking for something you need, it can end up in the soul, and then once it's there, it's stuck there in this deck. There's no really getting it out. So I just run one. Sometimes it's nice to have, but I've never depended on him or really benefited that much from his effect. I prefer drawing the one from Cyber Beast, to be honest. Grade 3s, 4, still Vampire. Now his second effect's cool, but you probably won't be using it in this deck. It's really his first effect. I usually ride him before Amon, and then just get a few turns of soul charging, and then once the soul is huge, ride Amon, and then just wreak havoc. But he's a good card either way. I'm not sure what's up with his bangs though. And then the main attraction, I guess, is Demon World Marquis Amon. The whole deck is based around charging up the soul for his attacks, which can be like 30k easy. And then Counterblast 1, choose one of your Dark Irregulars rear guards and put it into your soul. Your opponent chooses one of his or her rear guards and retires it. So awesome effect. That's why I like to save up the Counterblasts. You can wipe out the whole field in one turn if you want, and then just wallop on your opponent for huge numbers. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck. It's all kind of about him, which I like and don't like. There's other builds in Dark Regulars which I think are interesting and might consider, but if you just want big numbers, then this is, I think, the way to go, because the numbers are outrageous in this deck that you can get up to. It kind of opens itself up to perfect guards, and then the rest of it doesn't have that much power behind it. I mean, I guess you can set up Doreens and stuff too, but really, if they've got a hand, if you're facing against like Shadow Paladin Eldona, or if you're facing against Oracle Think Tank, or any other clan that's got a lot of hand, you're going to have a hard time, I think, overcoming it, just because they'll save perfect guards for Amon and then just block the rest, and then you're kind of just, you're putting so much into the soul that you're kind of left with not that much left to play with, so you kind of have to really bank on him. So it's really about knowing when to use Amon's effect to your best advantage, and that's pretty much it. I've got a Tsukiyomi build coming, which I'm really excited about. I'm just waiting on a few cards to come in, and that's been a deck that I've been really excited to play, so I'll definitely do a build or a deck profile of Tsukiyomi when I get it. So that's it for now. See you guys later. Bye.